Hi,
Hello,
how you doing?
good.
Yeah, so I'll be taking you through everything in the interview with my staff members, you can see. And my name is Didier, so what's your name?
Fabrice.
And how have you been doing?
Perfect. I've been doing very great.
Alright, so I will need you, like when interviewing you, I will need you to restate the question when you're answering my question. Would you need anything, coffee, water, anything?
No, I wouldn't need anything.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So the first question is how have you been keeping yourself busy during this pandemic?
Well, the first thing I've been doing is riding a bike, going live on Facebook, and creating some videos on YouTube, Instagram, all over. That's what I've been doing to keep myself busy during this lockdown. Yeah.
And what did you do during the quarantine?
Oh, during the quarantine. During the quarantine, I watched a lot of preachings and sermons.
And how did you manage your time?
I think I managed my time by making a timetable, like the things that I was going to do. Like I allocated time to ride a bike, time to read my books, time for homeworks, time to engage in watching YouTube videos, time to go on social media. That's how I managed it. I used the schedule.
Alright. And what has changed in your life from pre-COVID to now?
I think so much has changed from pre-COVID to now because before COVID, I never used like to sit down on the computer for many hours. I never even used to use the computer so much, but now I am getting used to using a computer so much because you see, using technology, getting acquainted with the use of technologies, social media. I think that's the thing that has changed so much about me during this lockdown. And also another thing that has changed is my retentive capacity when I'm studying online while it's using social media. I think it was not easy in the past days, but now it's easy because like I'm used now to using the media whilst I'm attending online classes.
And how is that important using media while in class at the same time?
I think like using medias while at some class sometimes it helps to refresh your mind because like it's hard like to sit on the computer for a long time and not feel like there is there is a point which you feel like your brain it gets tired. Sometimes you feel uncomfortable because you've been sitting for a long time, but when you insert a music or this study music or you watch some funny videos, like your brain gets again rejuvenated, so you start at another when you start again, when you go back to studying, like it's not like it's burdensome, but it's like your brain has refreshed. It's just like refreshing your brain.
How is school different during COVID-19?
School is different during COVID-19 because like before COVID came, we were attending physically. Then when the lockdown came, actually we had now to move from physical schools now to virtual schools. So I think schools also changed a lot. That's the most basic part that has changed. We're from attending to physical to virtual online.
And do you what did you think about the online thing? Do you think that was favoring you or
No, online it's very hectic, cumbersome, and I don't like. I admit that I hate online learning because like even if you don't understand something that the teacher is teaching, like oh you have no like when you are in a physical class you have the advantage of looking the teacher in the eye, contact, like you learn very quickly when you are in a physical environment where the teacher is there. But online you ask, the teacher tells you this answer, and you like the teacher cannot explain it better to you in 1,000 words. Like, he's limited to type fast and help others. So even if you don't understand, the teacher will upload another thing, give you assignments, homeworks if you are not understanding anything. So I think online learning is something that I don't like.
What challenges did you face during COVID?
The biggest challenge I faced during COVID-19 was like the right now it's good, but the past semester it was very challenging, because that's when we had begun online. But I think the major challenge of online learning and everything the lockdown has brought is like missing out that socializing or that physical connection between your friends. Like, you are just home alone, or you are just sitting down on the computer doing it's just quiet, you are bored. Sometimes you find that you are just sleeping there while the teacher is just teaching, you are dozing. So I think that's the major challenge.
And how did you cope with your challenges?
Okay, to cope with them, like that one, the problem of sleeping while the teacher is presenting, I coped like by drinking lots of water, because lots of water keeps you awake. By drinking lots of water. Also, I spent most now of the time doing homework assignments, reading through to grasp the materials. That's what I've been doing.
Do you worry about your health or the health of others during the pandemic?
Yes, absolutely. I worry about people's health.
How?
Okay, sitting, you are living a passive lifestyle, you are not moving around, you are not exercising. So what happens, you keep on eating, then the food you ate is the energy that you put in, it's greater than the energy you put out. So over time the energy is converted to fats, and you are getting fat. Maybe you are obesity, there are diseases, because you are not moving around, you are not exercising, you are confined to one space. So I think that's a major health problem that I am concerned about myself, and also concerned about those people who are exposed to the virus who are in the hospitals. But so much that I'm concerned of is lack of people moving around, like people they stay mostly indoors. That's not something good to think about.
How has this pandemic affected your mental health?
I think it has boosted my thinking capacity at some point, and at some point maybe it has affected my mental health, because you have to think a lot of, like, you have to think, like, there is so much to think. You have this coming up, this coming up online. Just like I said, online is hectic learning. So I think even the mental, like, it's been affected, but other ways we can put it another way around that. It has also helped me to think out of the box, or my mental capacity to increase. Yeah, at some point. Yeah.
How has this pandemic affected your learning?
How has the pandemic affected my learning? I think the pandemic, it has affected my learning in a negative way. For example, I don't have an idea like to say how has it affected my learning, but one thing I know for sure, how it has affected my learning is that it has gave me a struggle in my studying, my learning. Like, there is a weight that I feel with online learning. I feel that is what the online learning has brought to me negatively. That's what I think, because I feel so much pressure.
What motivates you during the quarantine?
What motivates me during the quarantine? I think I'm not being religious, but I think Jesus motivates me so much during the quarantine.
How?
Oh, like during the quarantine, like Jesus motivates me like some, like I tell you, like okay, let me not be religious. During the quarantine, I watch a lot of sermons. I read the Bible. I study the materials of the Bible. So, let me just say it plainly that when you know Jesus Christ, you know who you are. So when even problems arise, like when even they arise, you know that even though things might not be going good, the big thing that keeps me going is knowing that I am secure in Christ. So when I know that I'm complete and secure in Christ, it keeps me moving. I don't consider any problems around me. I just keep my eyes on Jesus. That's what keeps me motivated.
What do you look forward to once life gets back to normal?
The thing I look forward to once life gets to normal, I hope that they don't force us to wear masks in class. I don't like wearing masks like in class and going around wearing masks. I think if they will also change the seating arrangement so that I think everything should get normal as it was. That's what I'm just looking forward to. Just like how it used to be. That's what I think I just want.
And how is it going to help you?
Oh, that way a lot. Because in the class, you have someone who you sit next to, you can talk to. You have a problem, you just ask for help. And like here, like even to touch someone's pen, like it's like no. You have just okay. Can you help me? Okay, I help me. Okay, from afar, stand away. Okay, let me see. This is how. No, that's not good. But I love the one which can I help you? Okay, this is how you are. You are close. You are done. Oh, that's the thing that I love. But this social distance also, it's not good.
Okay. What are your goals for the future?
My goals for the future, I think the biggest goal for the future, I think, is to preach the gospel. That's my biggest goal. Other things that are minor. My biggest goal is preaching the gospel.
Okay. What advice would you give to anyone during this pandemic?
Well, the advice I would give them, it's very clear and simple. I would give you an advice that you see, this world, it's heading towards its end. This world, it's heading towards a way that's not leading to the way that's good. Like there's nothing else you can trust in something. You can trust in the systems of the world. You can trust in anything you can acquire, anything that gives you happiness. This lockdown, this coronavirus has proved that man is without help without God. You are without help without God. That's why many people, they have lost their jobs, many people have lost their money, many have lost their investment, many have lost their siblings. That's what to show that man is sufficient and complete without God. That's what this lockdown has taught us. So my advice is that if you know the purpose, the life of the life you are living, perfect. But if you don't know it, it will be burdensome for you. And also, life is not good. There is no life you will ever live well without having Christ. People, they are stressed, depressed. Even if the lockdown goes on, right? People, they will remain with the stress, depression, and many other mental diseases. Why? Without Christ, there is no peace. So my advice is seek out what God says about you. Don't seek out what your emotions, your feelings, or your body is looking for. Seek for that which God has spoken about you.
Is there anything that we missed that you would like to talk about?
Yeah, absolutely. There are a lot of things I'll talk about. The first thing, okay, let me just say one thing. One thing that I feel that I should talk about is that God loves everybody. So even you who is watching, Jesus loves you, and the greatest thing also I can tell you is you are not alone in your struggles. You are not alone when you are having problems. You are not alone. Always know that God loves you and He is on your side. But one very big thing is that you should keep fear out of your life. Keep fear out of your life. Exercise faith over fear. Fear is not good for your health. You hear this news here, people they are saying about this and this. Don't be afraid. Just keep holding on to faith and kick out fear out of your life, because fear is an enemy of progress.
Thank you so much, and we are glad and we really appreciate it for your time. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you so much.